Hey everyone, welcome to the last part of our box out strategy class. Now, if you haven't watched parts 1 or 2 yet, not a big deal. Go ahead and click up here to take a look at those before coming back and watching this last part. Anyways, I hope you enjoy it. Take care. We'll see you at the end. I know with most brokers, including Thinkorswim, they do not charge you a cash settlement fee, which is why I switched over to them. But another thing, at the end of the day, they don't settle cash immediately. So at the end of the day, you might still see that you're up this huge amount. And that's only because they haven't settled that $30 debit yet. So you might see that you're up like $28,000 or something crazy like that. Just understand the following, with Thinkorswim at least, the following morning is when they you'll actually see the cash settlement in your brokerage or on your platform. That's when you'll actually see your $30 debit. Now, as far as commissions and fees, what I like about Thinkorswim is they don't charge you any extra commissions and fees for boxing out. It doesn't cost you any more to box out than it does to buy to close out. So this is highly advantageous in so many different ways. I will say this: some people, including me, to be honest with you, can get a little bit lost with this strategy the first couple times they do it, because they're not really sure. They haven't practiced okay, am I buying this one or selling this one? Which one am I buying, selling? So I would highly suggest you sincerely practice it a couple times paper trading. Now remember, paper trading, you're going to get filled very quickly, but it's fake. Don't think you're going to get filled that quickly when you live trade. Paper trade, you're going to get filled the moment it touched 29.70. That doesn't happen in real life, as we all know. So, but you can at least practice getting these trades in correctly. Okay, you want to be very, very, very comfortable with putting on these trades throughout the day. Obviously, you also want to be comfortable with changing your amount. If I now say that right now my net debit is set for 30 cents, what if I want to change it to 25 cents? Well, I know I need to move this to 29.75. Okay, it's $30 minus the 29.75 will give me that 25-cent credit. Oh, look at that. I just got triggered out of my box. I just got triggered into my box at 29.80. That worked out. Okay. So I'm locked in for a 60 cent gain on the day. It just triggered. Again, you're going to see this fluctuate for the rest of the day. Not a big deal. We've already locked in all the credit we need. This is now a credit of $30.60. So at the end of the day, when we get hit with a $30 debit, we'll have a leftover credit of 60 cents. Obviously, minus at that point any commissions and fees. But yes, Byron, if we were still in our OCO bracket, if our OCO bracket were still open, and we get triggered out of our stop loss, then we would still be in that long leg, and then we would still have to manually sell to close that long leg that we're in. Does that make sense? But that's no different than before. Remember, if we were to get stopped out of our short leg before, we would then have to manually go in and close our long leg. So would this work without a stop loss if one took the trades at the same time to box? If you took the trades at the same time, then that's like opening a position and then immediately closing the position. You didn't make any premium. Well, remember, so is the second position rather not able to be filled without movement? Remember, as our original position loses premium, in other words, as we gain profit on our original position, because remember, our original position, we want premium to go down. So as premium goes down on our original position, premium on our take profit, our box out, will be increasing, and we want it to increase all the way to our target of 29.80 or 29.7, whatever it happens to be. Bill asks, do you do the same when you move to an iron condor? Yes. And that's where things can get a little bit overwhelming if you're not used to seeing this. So these are my positions that I'm in. I'm still in both of these positions. And one of the spreads is currently in the money. In other words, at any time, two of these are going to stay in the money. Two of them. At any time, this is going to stay in the money, which means at any time in the I can get hit with, I'm going to get hit with the max debit of $30. They cannot charge you more than $30. That's what's so great about selling credit spreads. If you're not used to seeing this, this is all for one position. Remember that. All 4 of these legs here are for one position. And if you're not used to seeing that, it can get a little bit confusing. So you got to practice with this. I would suggest practicing with this paper trading. Just understand when you paper trade, you're going to get filled immediately. Like I did today. I was filled on that 29.80 the moment price spiked up to 29.80. But in real life, I wouldn't have been filled that quickly. I mean, we do get filled quicker than our buy to close, but it's not going to get filled that quick. But on a paper trade, it will. It triggers right away, right? So again, anytime you come to your instrument panel or your monitor tab and you look at your instrument panel, your SPX panel, you're going to see that 2 of these are going to say in the money. That's okay. You're going to let all 4 of these legs expire worthless. If you happen to be in a bull puts, I'm sorry, an iron condor, not a big deal. You'll just have 8 of them here. And now 4 of them will say in the money. Not a big deal. So that's really it. Let's see. James is asking, I'd imagine this that time is needed for the debit difference to meet your goal. Take profit, of course. Absolutely. It's just, it works just like any other take profit. You have to wait till hopefully price. In our case, we had a bull put spread, so we're looking for price to go up. We're looking for implied volatility to go down, and we're looking for time to press on, because it's those three things that affect premium, right? Because we want premium to go down. And so we're looking for price to go up, we're looking for implied volatility to come down, and we're looking for time to decay. James says, as to why you couldn't attempt to set the box with the first trade. Right, exactly. So the reason you can't take both the entry and the box at the same time is because that would be no different than you entering a bull put spread and then immediately buying to close that bull put spread. You're not going to gain anything. In fact, you just paid commissions for nothing. Bill says there is a disadvantage that the 30K of buying power is there all day and could affect doing another trade that day. Yeah, that will affect your ability to, in other words, it will hold that buying power effect. So Bill, you're absolutely correct. Byron says, still not clear on how you selected the call credit spread strikes in this example. I understand it needs to balance on width and size, but where do you, oh, Byron, it's the exact same strikes. So the 43.15 by 42.85 was our original. Okay, so now we're in it. Now we need to choose our box. It would still be the 43.18 by 42.85, except the 43.18 or 43.15. I'm buying the call on this one instead of selling the put. I'm buying the call on the 43.15, and up here, instead of buying the 42.85, I'm selling the 42.85 call. There it is. And obviously I would again put this up to 29.80 for now, just to set it out there. And then later on, I would decide where I actually want it, and then I can go in and adjust it as necessary. Oh, by the way, let's quickly, we already built our order template for our put side. Remember, I said you have to build another order template for your call side. So if I come over here to the call side and I select the sell custom put 30, you're going to see that it doesn't select the same strikes. You see that? I selected the 44.40 by 44.70, but because we built this template to work on the put side, not on the call side. So now to make it work on the call side, I'll choose that. I'll choose the put. We've already built the put, so let's go ahead and use the put so we don't have to rebuild this from scratch. And now all we have to do is make sure that we are 44.70 and 44. Here we go. 44. Nope, I did that on 44.40. And there it is. Remember, originally we're looking to sell the 44.40 call. Now we're looking to buy the 44.40 put on our exit. And so this would now be the template I would look for. And I would save this template. Just click on that and change this. Oh, here we go. Now we have both templates. So now if I wanted to put on a put, not a big deal. Over sell custom, choose put. If I wanted to do call, not a big deal. Hover over sell custom. And again, I'm hovering over my short leg. Hover over sell custom, hover over call 30. And there we go. And you notice that the all the strikes are correct. So now we've built both templates. So strikes are the same, just inverse, and ensure the math works to create take profit target. Yes, exactly. That's all it is. Like I've said so many times, this is really, really, really simple. It just looks so different when you're actually doing it. So that's why I highly suggest, please don't do this on a live account for a little bit. Practice with a paper trading account till you get it down, and then start with only one contract, because you might get a little bit lost. What if the reason I want you to get comfortable with this, what if you go to change your market, or I'm sorry, your stop loss? Okay, what if I want my stop loss at $2.10? I go to do that, but instead of clicking cancel replace order, what if I accidentally click cancel OCO group? Oh, not a big deal. If you're comfortable with it, you can come in and you can build it. Now that was a 44.45 by 44.75 call spread. Okay, let's build it. Again, 44.45, there it is. So this will be my stop. And again, it's going to be OCO. So this would be the stop for my original order, which I'm already in. Again, we're assuming I made the mistake of accidentally canceling my OCO group, which it could happen. So you have to be very comfortable with coming over here and building it manually, building the OCO manually. So, or you might decide, you know what, I want to exit my entire spread on the stop. In other words, I want to change it so I have a stop order on the entire spread. Well, in that case, you'd have to cancel your OCO group, and you'd have to come over here and build it manually. Not a big deal. Again, to get out of this, it's on the call side, or on our original call side, buy the 44.45. We hold down control and we sell 44.75. There's our stop. Okay. I think I did this for one contract, right? Now we're going to create the box out, the other side of the OCO. So which means instead of selling the 44.45, we're going to buy the 44.45, but this time it's going to be on the put. So we're going to buy the 44.45. So we're not going to hold down control, because this is going to be a new side of the OCO. We're just going to click on the bid at 44.45, and we're going to hold down control now and click on the, I'm sorry, this was the ask, now the bid of the 44.75. Oh, it didn't count it. Sorry. It didn't like me holding down that control. Let's try this again. 44.75. There it is. I had to hold down control correctly. And there it is. Now all I'd have to do is change this to 29.80. And I'll put my stop at, let's say, $2, whatever it is. Confirm, send. So now I got rid of our original OCO bracket that was on the short leg only for our stop. And now I decided, okay, it's late in the day. I don't want to have my stop on my short leg only. I'm going to have the stop on the entire spread. So I had to delete that original, but then I had to build this one. And you can set this up as a template too. But before you start working with templates, I want you to get very comfortable at building these from scratch. It's extremely important. But that's pretty much it. Let's see, it looks like strikes for Sam. Okay, I already got that question. Hal is asking, once the opposing end of the spread is achieved, what do you do with the stop loss? So the stop loss is canceled out because it's an OCO group. So just like before, when I was triggered, before I was triggered into my original entry, and then when my take profit was triggered, my stop loss was canceled. And that's what's nice about having the OCO. It's one cancels other. So order cancels order is what OCO stands for. So that's what's nice about it, is when one of these is triggered, the other one's going to be canceled. So I'm either going to get stopped out or I'm going to get a take profit. Imagine today we got into the 614, 100% position size. Let's say, I don't know what VIX open was. Let's just say it's 14.5 or 15.5. We got into, our original one was a put credit spread. We got it for what? 80 cents, 30 wide. This is all normal. This is no big deal. Originally, we got the 43.20 by 42.90. We had a debit of 40 cents and a credit of $1.20. Again, that's our net credit of 80 cents. Let's say I did 10 contracts and it cost me $20, $21.80. Okay. Now, let's say it's time for I've boxed out at $29.80. Well, how do you put that in your journal? Not a big deal. What was our credit? Our credit was $29.80. What was our debit? It's $30. 10 contracts, and it's cost me $21.80. There it is. And we reached our goal of 1% for the day. So we had an original credit of 80 cents, an exit debit of 20 cents, and that gave us our 1.03%. Obviously, if I had gotten in with a 20 wide spread, what would I have done different? Well, I would have set my box at $19.80. And at the end of the day, I won't get charged $30. I'll get charged $30. And there it still is, 1% return on the day. I'm glad I remembered to do this part of it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's really it. I hope you all got something from this class. Please do me a favor. Don't jump on this live just yet. Practice it, practice it, practice it. Be very comfortable building these manually. Be very comfortable building these manually. You might have to watch this video a couple times. Okay, cool, great. I love it. Watch the video as many times as you need, but don't trade money, real money, until you are extremely comfortable building these out, where you can just do it quickly without thinking about it. So, hey everyone, well, that's it. I really truly hope that you got something from this class. As you can see, there are some amazing benefits to using our box out strategy. Of course, if you'd like to learn more about our Down to Trade room and how we've had such amazing and consistent returns month after month, go ahead and visit us at downtotrade.com. That's down, the number 2, trade.com. Right now, we're offering a huge discount as well as a 1-week free trial for no risk. Plus, you'll get access to your very own copy of our 0DTE SPX Strategy Guidebook. Now, this is a fantastic deal, and you're going to get it all for free. I'll leave the link in the description below. Okay, that's it for me. As always, feel free to leave a comment down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, everybody, take care. Happy trading.